First off, I want to say Kal, Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yawashai, Ba'ashem, Makar, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers among the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. Now, this is your brother Yahweh once again. Just want to do a quick lesson on pride, yo. You see me? And the type of pride where brothers are go against orders. You understand me? Certain order get set, certain order get decreed, and because you be offended, right, you start you start rear up your head, yo. You start puffed up, you start get like, oh shit, I've been doing this, or I've been and you start name out things that you've achieved, you've accomplished, and it's not the right spirit, yo. Right? We have a set of men above us that set the ground rule, because the scripture said they should be able to set ground rules, yo. They should be able to make what is to be is to be. That's the whole essence of being in a camp, being a part of a body. The head says something for go on, the body have to comply. If the head say, oh shit, I need to lose weight, work out, get in shape, shit, the arm can't say, oh, tired for lift up this, and the foot can't say, oh, I'm tired for your running. Everything have to follow suit. You understand me? Everything have to follow its natural course, make it point. This is 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40. Let's see how the scripture say, let all things be done decently and in order. You get me? Straight to the point. You understand me? That's straight to the point. Because if at the end of the day you don't follow suit to that order, guess what? You're trying to go against it. You're trying to make something. You're trying to push something for yourself. You're trying to make, like, which isn't a good spirit. Which isn't something you're not supposed to think about. Something supposed to rear up. Something that's supposed to fester. And if it does, you pray about it. You pray the Lord take that demon from you, yo. You get me? This is Proverbs 16 verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a hearty spirit before a fall. Because at the end of the day, when you go so down, you take offense to the type of order you get said. You start getting puffed up. You start thinking what you can do. Or you're not listening to this. You're not you make an excuse, and at the end of the day, guess what? You're not gonna be one of those scoffers or scorners you've been talking against. You're gonna be one of those men where when everybody be like, yo, this is a nigga, this is just a area, and everybody come against you. You understand me? So before that, you think about being humble, yo. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoils with the proud. You understand me? I better you follow suit, follow that order, and be humble with the other men that are underneath that order, that type of order. Alright? And before you know it, the Lord will bless you, yo. Before you know it, the Lord will bless you. You understand me? This is 1 John 2 verse 16. Is it? Let me start at 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. Because at the end of the day, I mean, even bring out the precept, because at the end of the day, when they start against the order, these men, because remember, these men are spiritual men, yo. So these are things ordained by the Most High to them for do. They're used as vessels of the Lord, yo. The Lord used them to do His will. You understand me? So if at the end of the day the Lord make a decree or order for set forth and you are against that, guess what? you're part of this thing, yo. You're not with us, yo. Your mindset, the spirit that you're portraying is of the world. Because the Lord is not in this world. You understand me? And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doth the will of the Most High abideth forever. That's why whoever follow this order, the spirit the spirit of Allah will flow into those brothers, yo. And guess what? They'll follow suit to this type of order. They'll humble themselves, not being puffed up, not being high spirited. They'll humble themselves, yo. Right? And that shows you if you are a part of this thing of ours, or if you're a part of this, or if you're a part of the world. Then you're gonna have the separation. Because your flesh, you're gonna start speak over the spirit, yo, and you're gonna start wonder, yo, the money I talk like, say, yo, I'm gonna do this thing, and being all puffed up, you try to look a hype for yourself. You understand me? And then you become one of those scoffers and scorners who will have to rebuke you, who have to get on, yo. Right? And you start become prophecy. This is St. John 15. Let's start at 18. You see me? This is St. John 15 verse 18. If the world hate you, because remember, when you start go against this thing, you start be a part of the world, because the world itself hate us. You understand me? So if you in turn come against us, then you're what? You're a part of the world. You're not gonna have three entity. The Lord, the world versus something else. No. You understand me? If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Right? So all you scoffers and scorners, you were back then persecuting the Lord, yo. Mocking the Lord. And you see one come round and do the same thing to us, the prophets, yo. Hopeful elects. Right? You end up become rape your head. Just like what the elders say, yo, some men that are in this thing, some of them are spies and agents, yo. And the Lord will use this thing for separating you, yo. And a lot of you gonna be offended, and a lot of you gonna fall off this thing. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So guess what? Same men when the Lord set up for do this thing of ours, right? They might do it perfectly, yo. Cause see, even little things, them little ground rules will get set. Men I jump up and I reel over this, yo, and guess what? You just fall right into place, a part of the world. You understand me? You just only play a part for a time. Right? Proverbs 50, no, Proverbs 14, verse this is Proverbs 14 verse 2. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. Right? In the mouth of the flesh is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall perceive them. So when you think or you talk some shit against the men of the Lord, and so at the end of the day, you're trying to seem like you're better than the men of the Lord, yo. You're trying to make it look like the Lord set you up for debunk these men who him set up from years for do this thing, and you think you can just come around, you come, you see how them stay, and all that, then you have a lot to say about them or a lot to say against them, thinking that you know more than them, yo. That's being proud. Right? You have to remember, say, yo, this thing set up by, because if those men, the Lord set those men above us to do what them are doing, to make the guidelines and rules. Imagine when they in the kingdom and Yahushua rule and the David and the apostles them for on down. What do you think are gonna happen when them set when certain laws get set in the kingdom? You gonna turn against that? No. Before that, you ain't gonna make it into the kingdom. Lord, I gonna just kill up on this side and bring you back into the kingdom the correct way, and you have to follow suit then. Right? So with that, just wanna say, Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers them in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in truth. I hope this video was edifying, and I hope that certain men will really examine themselves, yo. You get me? With that, shalom.